Now we can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer. Okay. Today we want to talk about fundamentals of Python. We will know about data types. What are they? We will talk about different data types. We will test them inside one of the IDEs we want to use. And we will decide which IDE we want to use. Then we will talk about a little about variables, and common problems and errors, some professional habits, and maybe continue to some arithmetic operators and so many other things. So, data types. As you can see, of course, there are more than these. Everything in Python is an object. And as we talked in the last session, we know objects by the boundaries and the, for example, if I ask you to name an object in front of you, you can say a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, your phone, or many things. So how we can understand if there's an object, maybe because of the surroundings that is separated from the around, from the environment around. Okay. So we have. I want to just show 4 different kinds of variable types, and okay, I think it would be good to start with the presentation and going through it to the end, and then we practice with ourselves. Okay, is it okay? So there are integers. Any question? Integers, you all know, whole numbers and everything. Floats. Yes. The strings. Okay. What are the definition of the string? How we can know it's a string?
Group of characters.
What? What? Hello? Someone said something? Please repeat again.
String means group of characters.
Group of characters. Yes, this is the definition. But how Python know that we are interested in strings? A variable is a string. How Python knows? From the quotation. Okay, single quote or double quote, no different. But you have to start with one and end with exact same. You cannot start with double and end with a single or vice versa. But you can use a double inside a single or a single inside a double. Right? Okay. And we have booleans that are true or false. Yes, this is one of the best good analogy, that variables are like labels to containers. We have some containers in a shelf and we just put a label on it. So do not put a label that you cannot understand from the label what's inside. This is so important. The professional point of view is that when you put a label on something, you will understand what is inside that something from the label. Okay? So any other people come and read the label, they will understand it too. And these are the basic data types that we already covered.
You'll get all this in Moodle. This one.
What?
Study material will get in the Moodle.
This is right now. This is inside the Moodle. I will show you later at the end of the presentation. Okay, operators and expressions. I think you know all about these as well. We have arithmetics like plus, minus, and many others. You can find it out in the Python website. We have comparisons like equal. Remember, it is two equals, not just one. It means if it is equal. So this phrase will return a Boolean, true or false. Okay? And some logicals like and, or, nor, XOR, not. These are some samples. Okay, control flow. First, start with loops. We will cover other kind of repeating ourselves, but these are the simplest ones. Do you have any questions? I think it's really clear. A for loop for each item in a list. We will define a list, and as you know, a string is a list of characters, as they say. Okay, so we will define a list, and then for which just iterate from each of these. And we have while, and it will work while a condition is true. And why? And how we can break them, how we can coming out of it, or how we can just break this loop. This is two questions that you should answer today. Okay, everybody? But not at home, today at the class. Okay, data structures. Those were data types. Now we have data structures. First, start from lists. What is the main thing that we can know that it's a list that we are using? The bracket. The bracket. Am I right? The bracket. So when we use brackets, it shows that we are a message. Okay. Yes. It shows that we are talking about a list. Lists are ordered. We will talk about it. Changeable collections. So if we have 10 things in a list, we can change a variable or two inside the list. And there should not be a single type. We use it to list multiple items in single variable. For example, if we have a variable named name, and this would be a string equal to, tell me,
Rafiq. RAFIQ.
Rafiq. Yes, it's a beautiful name. It means friend
Friend, yeah.
in Arabic. It's a beautiful name. So, as we know, now name is a list. Am I right? So we can change some of the characters inside it, and we can access each of these variables separately. If we say, for example, session 2, that we want to be a list. Okay, why I use this? What is this? No. This kind of just defining a variable. As you know, it is not mandatory. In Python, you can just say, session 2 equals to, and start to type names. For example, Rafiq, who else? Spell
MANOZ.
MANOZ.
Yamin. YAM. EEN. EEN.
I mean, it's the left. Am I right?
Sorry?
It means the left.
Right.
Right.
But that's not that one. When
Ah.
you back,
Yes.
some of the
Beautiful.
Arabic one. That's true.
Yes, it is the opposite of Yathar.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, Yathar. Yasser is with another spell. Okay. So you said
Minhas. MINHAS.
M.
MINHAS.
Good. Right? Okay. So now we have a list of names.
Yes, list of names.
Okay. And as we mentioned, each of these are lists. All right. So we can have session 2 slides, and we will have types. Okay. We will have types. What was that? Integer, float. What was Boolean? Another list. What was the second one? Operands. Like add or yes, logic. You know, as you can see, we have no limitation. We can have list of lists of this. So many of them. But the matter is how we manage to have access to each other. This is the important question. So we have all of them. You can add, remove, or change elements inside a list. Remember to do that today. So add, remove, change, and access. Okay. Second one is a dictionary. What is a dictionary? It is defined by the Aquila. Okay, these are Aquilas. Okay. Let me show them here, so to be sure everybody sees. Okay, so these are how we define them. Okay, and we have key and a value. For example, a name, that is Alice. We have another key, age, that is 25. And they are separated by column. So, for example, we will have what? Tell me a dictionary. What? No, tell me some dictionary.
Number or what?
No. A dictionary. For example, we have, for example, Finnish words. It's a variable, right? Finnish words is a variable. And as we mentioned, we want this label to show what we want to use it for, or what it contains.
Okay, so Daniel, you are saying that if we need to define a variable, define a dictionary, so Finnish verse is the variable. So key would be Monday, then the value should be Manattai. Isn't that correct?
Monday.
And value Manantai is the Finnish word.
Am I right? And
Is that-
then separate with a column. Then tell me
Tuesday.
the word. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Kiitos.
Okay.
And thank you. And so on and so forth. Okay. So we all know what is a dictionary right now. Okay. Tell me another thing. Another dictionary. For example, we have a dictionary of
For example, brand value Ford.
what?
Brand is
Brand?
K and value Ford.
Okay. What we want to name the variable, all the dictionary. For example, cars. Okay, cars. For example, dictionary. Cars. Okay. So it would be equal to
Okay.
car equals to brand column. What you said?
For example, Ford.
Ford. What else? Engine
Column.
size is, for example, this much. Color would be red. And you see, as you see, this is so important that I manage to know each of these values, value types. For example, this one is an integer, while the others are not. Yes. Good. Okay, everybody? Okay. The key must be unique, of course. Of course, the key must be unique. Am I right? Because we want to know, we want to access each element inside the dictionary by the key. So when I ask, for example, the car you were mentioned, and I say, what color is it? If you have two colors, can be an error. So, okay. And of course, they are perfect for related information. Tuples and sets. Tuples. Tuples. What is a tuple? Anyone knows? They are known for, brackets, parentheses. Okay. So we have tuples like this. And for example, and the most important thing, they are ordered, unchangeable. So if you have, for example, a car equal to, and you want it to be a tuple, for example, 4, 150, 1500, sorry. And for example, red, you cannot change it later. Sets are unordered collections for unique items. And this is the most important thing about sets. How we create sets? Anyone knows? Let's go to the internet and find out. Okay, not now, not now. At the end of this one. Okay, this is the. So, what we have done last session, sorry, we are going to python.org and install the Python on our systems. So when we use CMD and go there and type Python version, it will show us some version. And we know that we can use Python, and I'm now inside the Python environment. So I can say x equals to 5, and it will know that x is equal to 5. 5 will be inside x. So if I say print x, yes. What about if I just saying x? What's the difference? For x, there's no difference. But when a variable is more logical, more complex, it will not work. Or if I do it, one after another, it will just do the yes, the last one. For example, if we have y equals to 0, and I will say x and y, it will return a tuple. Okay. And with exit, I can exit. Okay, now is the time that we can decide what we want to do next. We can have different IDEs. What is an IDE? It's a development environment. It's something that you use for development. Okay. Okay. So Python IDE samples. And I think best IDs for use. You can use PyCharm and all of these. But this one, Visual Studio Code, is free to use, will be free to use, and everything. With Jupyter, you can, install nothing, and we can just use it. So if you want, we will have an example with Jupyter, Visual Studio Code. Please install it on your systems if you want to use VS Code and install. For example, I use this Windows Store and just say code. It will show me Visual Studio Code, and I can install it from here. I use it, but it is not necessary to use it. So let's start by using, which one would be preferred? Using an ID or not? Using it? Okay. Online people, is it okay to use an ID? Just thumbs up.
Yeah, IDE using better, right?
Okay.
I have to download this one. Visual Studio Code.
Huh?
I have to download this one.
Yes, Visual Studio Code. I think it's better, the best one. There are so many others. So many others. I preferred for this class to use Cola, and you already know what's Cola. It's a kind of Jupyter notebook, but inside Google environment. But now I install it. Okay. You can set up Copilot. It's very, very helpful, of course, here. But the main issue is we are just learning Python. It would be really, really good to use them. Nobody can say that you are not allowed to use it, because if they say that, they do not know anything about AI. Okay, we are going to create a project. Okay. For example, we open a folder inside our computer, and I am here. I'm going to a document and create new folder and name it projects. And then inside it, I create another one, name it Python underline class. How we name variables, it's another topic. Okay, I just use this one, and it says, do you trust the folder and the author who creates that folder? Yes, I trust. I just created it. And here I just create a file, name it session 2.py, it generates a Python file. Okay? Yes, I will come there. Here, now we can just define a variable.
Daniel, your screen is not visible. I think.
Oh,
Yes, we can't see
yes,
yours.
you're right. You're right. But you can see, huh? Now we can see.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I installed this extension. Okay, and then print. X. Okay, and just save it. And hitting F5, it says, what do you want to use? I think it will be Python debugger. And it said the configuration, about Python file with arguments. It's a Python file. And it runs it and show us the result and end. Okay? So simple. Now I want to open the file in Explorer here. And want to show you how I can execute this file without an IDE. And if it was a real world project. So I open the terminal from this place. Okay. I just right click it and click and choose open terminal from here. That wasn't finished. I cannot understand what it said, but you know what it means. Then I will say Python. Then ask it to, just execute the file that our project is in it and hit enter. And it will do the things that we asked it to do. Right? Okay. I will come. Okay. Now we know that how we can use IDEs. Okay. So I will not use it anymore. I will share my page with you and go to the lab Copilot, and we will continue there. Okay, let's answer some questions. Please do the same for yourself. Define a variable or two and print it. Print the value inside that. You want to install the Copilot. You have GitHub. Okay, so just yes. It's just next. Okay, EEST check. Yes, now you can use it. And what you want to use it for.
You have to run the program.
So if you want to create a program, this is not a part of Visual Studio. You could just cancel it. Okay, it is here to help you, to assist you. It's not a part of the program itself. So here, open a folder. For example, in documents, create a folder. For example, Python And then select the folder. So you have the folder here. And then create a file. For example, session2. Now you can define your variables and use them. No, first open a folder. Open a folder, yes. And find a folder for yourself. For example, or anywhere. Where you want me?
You can open the computer.
But it's turn off.
You can open.
Yeah, it's turned on. Yes.
Turn on.
Use your student. And your software. Professional. Okay. Right here. Everything okay? Everything okay? Yes. Nice. Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sounds like oh. For water here. There's yes.
Enter.
No, not change. It's a file. So you save it and just hit F5. File. And debugger. It's a file. And ta-da. Okay. Come back here. Hey, come back here. Yes, I'm not the password for it. I'm the ready of it. Password is
Yes,